The world of self-help and its advice is vast. There's a lot of advice out there, and it can be often contradictory. On one hand, you've got the guys saying, you need to do more, you need to be better, get in shape, get jacked, become an entrepreneur, be a millionaire, looks max, Mew, ice your balls, guilty, boost your testosterone, learn game, yada yada yada. And then on the opposite end of the spectrum, the antithesis of that advice is just exist, bro. You are good enough just the way you are. You ain't got to prove anything to anyone. Just exist, just live, chill, smoke some weed, get high. All of that running around is status games and all about fueling the ego. And I want to touch on the latter's advice. I want to break it down because it doesn't quite hit the mark. Like with anything, I feel like with either extreme, the truth tends to be in the middle somewhere. Now that advice of just live, just be, you're good enough. On one hand, it's kind of right. All these games about improving yourself, climbing social hierarchies, getting more money, more women, all of this, that is just status games. That is the ego. A lot of that is meaningless. So when you hear someone come along, some kid sitting on a porch, a little bit high, smoking the good stuff, telling you, don't bother with that. For a lot of guys that have fed up of the extreme self-improvement, do everything you can, grind and hustle culture, that kind of resonates. They kind of like it. The problem is it's very anti-life. Some of you know I'm a Nietzsche fan, and my men's group, is called Overman Group. That is a nod to Nietzsche. Nietzsche's concept of the Overman, his life philosophy essentially is trying to be a bridge to the next stage of human evolution. Try to be great. The world is so vast that you should at least be spiritually advanced, spiritually evolved, do things that test yourself, push yourself, and so on and so on. And that's how you grow and you become a superior overman. But here's the key, and this is where you got to get it right. The first guy who climbed Everest, I don't know the guy's name. I remember this quote. He was asked, why do you want to do it? Why do you want to climb Everest? And his answer was, because it's there. He didn't say, because I want to be the first one. He didn't say because no one else has done it. He didn't say because, for my legacy, to inspire others, yada, yada, yada. No. He said simply because it's there. That nails it. You should want to do things. You should want to improve yourself, have experiences, live a great life, because you want to. Knowing that external validation is essentially meaningless. Eradicate people's opinions of you. Eradicate the need and want for validation, for fame, for money, for success, for materialistic gain. All of this stuff ultimately in the grand scheme of things is futile. And know that you as a human being, your value isn't derived from other people's opinions of you, it's from yourself. And that no one on this planet is inherently born with any more value than anybody else. despite how hard society tries to tell us otherwise. So on one side, yeah, improve yourself, be better. And on the other side, you are enough. But don't just sit around doing nothing. The point, as far as I can see, and the point of like human consciousness is to defeat entropy. You sitting around doing nothing, you're not gonna become spiritually enlightened or superior, or you're not doing anything. You're dying. But don't do it for any other reason because you can. Because this world is so vast. It has so much to offer. It gives you so many opportunities to improve yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually, and enrich your life and enrich others. That is such a shame to waste that. Such a shame, man. But just do it because you can. Just change position here, but do it because we're here. If we really could wrap our minds around the chances of us being here alive, like they're so incredibly small. It's like hitting the lottery times 1,000,000,000,000. We're here. Now some people will curse their existence. But if you're not like that, if you're not that way inclined, then wow, we're so blessed to be here. Just make the most of it just because you can. Just because that mountain is there. Wow, we're so lucky that we get to experience whatever lessons we get out of it. Whether we climb it or not is irrelevant. Whether we make it to the top or not, it doesn't matter. It's what we get out of it. It's who we become during the climb. And again, no one even has to know about the climb. No one even has to know you try to climb it. Who cares? You know. That's all that matters.